Hey guys, welcome back to load development on the PRCW. So I got brand new cases, I got a brand new barrel, brand new pretty much everything. So the first thing I did is I turned some case necks. I don't know where to turn it, so I turned a bunch of different thicknesses on my neck so I can test. But the first thing I have to do is go fire form these. So in order to fire form them, I've got to get them loaded. And the first thing I realized is when I put a case in, it doesn't fit, so that happens a lot when the chamber is actually just a little bit smaller than virgin brass. So you have to take and resize it. So I've got my resizing dice set up. I don't know if you can see it all the way over here, but I go ahead and resize the case back. In my case, I only had to bump it back 2/1000ths, and once I bumped it back 2/1000ths, it seems to slide right in. So I always try to wipe the extra wax off the case. I don't like to fill up my whole chamber full of wax, but that's what you want. You want your bolt to just fall, so there's nothing on the bolt. So just bumping it back 2/1000ths did that perfect for me. So now I can find my touch point, and I've showed you guys before. I've already did one just to make it simple, but to find your touch point, you put it in and you put it, usually you start long and you work your way back out until you can just bring that bolt up to where it's not touching anymore. If you hear this, a click at the top, you know that bullet's still in the rifling. But you get it to where it just clears. I'm pulling back on it. When I pull back on it, and I can feel it's just cleared. So now I've got my touch point, brand new chamber, brass works, touch point works, everything's good. So now I got a number to work off. And usually on a brand new barrel, fire forming my brand new cases, I'll load light. I'll kind of take a guesstimate about what I want, but if just say max load is 55 grains, I'll probably load it like 51 or 2, something like that. Nice and safe, nothing too hot, but enough to fire form the case out. And that's all I'm looking for. Not trying to get accuracy out of the barrel. I'm not trying to do anything. So I've got 20 rounds here I need to fire form, and I'll load these up, go fire form them, come back, and then I'll actually have something that I can start doing load development with. But brand new case that's unfire formed, you're not going to get any accurate data off of that, because once it blows out to the chamber, in there, now you've got, basically it takes a lot of energy to fire form a case. So if I put a chronograph up to it and I fire formed these cases, just throw a number out there, just say it's 2700. Well, I put the same load in after fire forming, it's going to be probably closer to 2800, because there's a lot of energy lost just in fire forming the case. So once it's fire formed out and you're not losing that energy, now you can start your load development. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 firings, but I've got to get 100 rounds on the barrel anyway, just to get it kind of broke in. So that's when I'm doing all of this kind of stuff. So I'm getting a bunch of initial readings, just beginning ballpark, get me up to speed, get me all that stuff. But the initial fire forming, I have to go through this step. I have to get the case to fit. I've got to figure out what my seating depth is, and then guess at a load, and then I'm ready to go fire form.